What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing you another Vainglory video. In today's video, bringing you a very competitive match here. This is ranked, and we're going up against the very well-known Gankstars Sirius team. They've won VIPL, they've won VGL, they've won a bunch of different tournaments, we'll just say. Very well-known team. Probably arguably have some of the best players in the world. So yeah, and it's kind of weird because we're in Gankstars. Me and Oracle are in Gankstars and Rumbly. But Rumbly is not in this game right now. And me and Oracle are in Gankstars as well. So it just like happened that we got matched up against them. Like you can see when your guild is ranking and whatnot, or in queue. And we were in queue, or they were in game and they got out of game, and that's how we queued up against each other on accident. So it's whatever, but this is it's a funny match here because the contrast in the comp, like the team comps, is so different. It's crazy. Like, so their comp is like the super aggressive early game comp with the Call the Meeks on Kashka. Gabe Vizzle is on the I haven't even used them for a while. The Fortress. I really have not used Fortress in a very long time since he got kind of like the nerf. Oh yeah, so it's Kashka, Fortress, and then Ringo. So this was like the super aggressive comp from like 2 updates ago, I think. As in contrast to our composition, which is Phinn, Cruel, and a Vox. So the main differences in the comp, what I can tell you, is theirs is super aggressive early, and they're like trying to, with that comp, is trying to dominate the early game to snowball into late game. And then our composition is play passive to get to the late game, to be able to, because we have the late game heroes that scale really well. Because as you guys know, Cruel sucks early, is a monster late game. Phinn is garbage early. You can argue he deals damage, yes, but he literally shines in the late game because once he hits level 6, he actually has the drag, and then once he hits level 8, if you overdrive his A ability, then he has the stun. So Phinn is a late game, late game carry, as compared to like Catherine and Arden, because they actually have abilities that can help out the team. And then Vox, CP Vox, I should say, as everyone knows, sucks early game, is a monster late game. So our team scales, or our composition scales really well. It's just we have to get to the late game, otherwise we're screwed. So I thought it was just really funny that we have two such differing compositions here. Theirs is uber aggressive and ours isn't, and going up against top players in the world pretty much, and they are in our guild, so that's kind of like funny, I think. But it's whatever. It's gonna be a good match, and I'll just kind of explain like what we could have done better, I guess, in situations and how things go down. As you guys, if you watched my last video, you may or may not know, well, you can tell by the clan tag that, yeah, Oracle, myself, and Rumbly are in Gankstars. Yeah, I already explained that. I can't explain the exact reason just yet, but in the future, definitely, you guys will know. But yeah, unfortunately, like, Rumbly wasn't, this is when Rumbly, I think, I don't know what he was doing, I forget. I think he was like watching his son, or he was on baby duty, so we were playing with Big Dog here. Yeah, and they're coming to get me. But I got out with that scout trap. Okay, just kidding. I'm letting Oracle solo farm here, so I'm just kind of chilling in the lane. Other topics to note. Typically, I don't always just do voiceover gameplays. I know the last video I did with the Vox was one, and then this one, and then another one is going to be a voiceover, and then I'll get some live commentaries back for you guys. The reason why these next couple videos are going to be the voiceover commentaries is because I had a bunch of like good games recorded that I really wanted to show you guys. I just wasn't live commentating at the time. And oh my gosh, we ran into a Kashka and Fortress. At least they backed off and didn't kill Oracle there. But you can see the early aggression is just insane. It's crazy by the Kashka, dude. It's So hard to combat. You can't really win a fight until you get, unless you're so like, unless they're like Koshka's really weak somehow and decides to engage. That's the only time you ever win the fight. So we're just hoping and praying we can scale to the late game. That's all we're trying to do with this comp, like I explained earlier. But it's gonna be really tough to do because it's against one of the best teams in the world. You guys saw that I barely got the heck out of there. If I didn't get up there, I was probably dead because Koshka pretty much melts me because I'm only level 3 and I have like no defense items yet. But back to what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the live commentaries. Like, I had a bunch of games I really want to show you guys. And this week has been super busy for me. And even the weather isn't cooperating either too. Like snowstorm. There's a blizzard today. If you guys checked my Twitter, you saw the snowstorm after my class I had today. I had to drive home in that. Literally, it takes me like 8 minutes to get home usually. That's from my college. And actually, I just want to say, killed the Koshka there. Quibble or Polite Company OP. But yeah, so 8 minutes. 8 minutes to get home. In a blizzard condition where it was like a foot of snow. My car is lowered. A lot of turns. A lot of turns. Not many highways because highways actually get plowed. It took me, I think, 30 minutes just driving time to get home. So that's 22 extra minutes. That does not include the time to like clear off my car, get out of the parking lot, because in the parking lot my car was couldn't really get on the driving path because it was like there was the plow that went through to get the parking lot in the whatever the campus parking lot like cleared for the roads, but that leaves my car stuck in like some snow. So I had to use my I actually bought a mini shovel yesterday to prepare for this because I knew like if I get snowed in by a plow or something that there's no way I'm gonna be able to get out and I don't want to use my hand. So I bought a mini shovel, that I put that to good use. So yeah, but unfortunately you can see our turret does go down. They have the gold mine. Things aren't really looking the best, but we kind of catch Koshka out a little bit and are able to deal quite a bit of damage to her. And she goes in for the kill, and we got the kill on Koshka, and then Iraqi is going for the kill on Vox. But since we're behind in gold, trading 1 for 1 is actually beneficial for us because of the kill bounties. So yeah, we lost our, well, I don't think we lost our jungle. Well, if we lost our jungle, then it wasn't worth. But either way, we still traded for the kill, and we got more gold for the actual kill than them. And our backs just spawned, so we really didn't lose too much out of that. So that actually helped us out for the kill bounty there. But back to what I'm so rambling right now because it's actually pretty late at night, and I'm saying a lot too. Subtle word phrases. I apologize. We had this leads me to this thing just popped in my head. So in high school, speaking class I took, we had to write a speech that, and you weren't allowed to say yeah, like the subtle word phrases like yeah, but, or like just like any like subtle pauses. I don't know what they exactly are anymore, but I know the big ones like yeah. And that reminds me, and me say, oh my god, you see that though? See Iraqi just melting me there? He's going the Sour Blade crit or the Tyrant's Monocle, and he just shredded me, dude, in like freaking 5 shots. Are you serious? Gankstars serious? Are you serious? Yeah, he freaking melted me there. There's another one. Okay, but that speech, we weren't allowed to say that, and you got points deducted every time you said the word or whatever. And that was really hard for me. I'm gonna say it again. Okay, but Fortress stayed a little too long taking the turret shot, so that's another, like, since we're behind. Oh, that was another one you couldn't say like, unless you actually had to say it was like that. You couldn't say like oh my god, like oh my gosh, shoes. Some of you get that reference, some of you don't. So for those of you that get it, those are the old YouTube days right there. This recording is literally just rambling right now. But that's okay. I have a lot on my mind, so we'll get it cleared out. It's always good. Back to what I was saying 5 minutes ago about the speech. Yeah, that was so hard for me. That was my sophomore year. That was when I didn't have a YouTube channel. I was still like, because YouTube opened up like my not really my personality, well, kind of, but I used to be kind of like self-conscious in high school. Like I'd say my freshman year, sophomore year. Like I cared a lot what people thought of me. Was kind of quiet, kind of shy. And then ever since I started YouTube, because like you have to express yourself, and you get a lot of feedback. Some of it's either not really good, some of it's good feedback. Don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of positive feedback, but you tend to notice more the negative comments. So when I was first starting out, I took to heart a lot of those negative comments, and a lot of actions happened here. So I don't want to ruin it with my story, but they decide to fight under our chart, which is great for us. They get us really weak. I pop my renewal and we somehow stay alive, and we're actually winning this engagement. Iraq is pretty low. I don't know if we catch up to Fortress here. We actually do. He goes down and we're able to pinch him here. So that was a really huge fight for us. Just okay, take this from perspective. They're ahead on farm, they're ahead on kills, they're ahead on gold, they got the gold mine. They dove our turret, the Drake pulled them back in. They're trying to kill us and melt us. Renewal kept us up. They're taking turret shots this whole time. We're able to take them out. We get the kill bounties, and we get the gold mine. So this was a huge turning point for us. The reason is it had just helped us so much to be able to get to our late game like so much faster, and that was a huge turning point in the game, because if we all died there and lost that turret, that pretty much probably would have been GG in their favor, because they would have gotten so far ahead at that point. They would have got that gold payout, they would have got our second lane turret, and they would have got our entire jungle pretty much. And yeah, so that was a huge stand by us to be able to not pretty much end the game right there, because then they'd be too far ahead to snowball. But they're trying to fight us once again, and they're dealing damages on me. You see them going down. I drag them in all in the turret range. I'm about to die, so I pop my renewal soon, I think, right now. Okay, Kashka still melts me, but it's a fair trade, because they're able to get the ace there and pick it up. So those last two fights were really good on our part, because kept our turret up, objective control, made a stand, got the kill bounties, and that put us into the game like so much quicker, because we needed to get to the late game, and this is helping us get to the late game a lot faster. But back to my stories now that the actions kind of settled down. Yeah, so high school, like, yeah, all the feedback comments, that's what I was talking about. The feedback comments, like, they give you, like, I used to take them to heart a lot, and I used to like get down, like if someone said, oh, because like my videos were so freaking bad when I first started. Like, you go to my Boom Beach channel, look at videos I made 3 years ago, oh my god, I cringe watching them. Like my first Clash Clans ones. Hey guys, this is Ben here, bringing you another video. It's not okay. Maybe it's not that bad, but it was so monotone and stuff. So, and then a lot of people were like, dude, you were so monotone, your videos are so boring, or whatever. And yeah, that helped me. Like, I'm really grateful actually to those people, because like it helped me realize what I could do better and like progress. But as time went on, those comments really didn't affect me, and that translated into like real life. So I kind of didn't like negative stuff that people said about me or whatever. I kind of didn't. It didn't really phase me too much, and that helped me like my personality kind of like grow or whatever, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how to describe it. It just happened. Like a combination of a bunch of things with that, and then a big part of it was from help was like YouTube. Like it got me out of my shell, became more open, and like all that like doing that stuff online in my videos translated into real life. So when my like junior year and senior year came around, when I actually like first started like kind of started, well, not so much my junior year. My junior year was kind of like the transition year, where towards the end of my junior year, it was like I was like, okay, I'm feeling more comfortable, not really super shy anymore, a lot more, I don't know, better. And so junior year, all like the public, because I used to be so scared of like presentations and stuff. So all that kind of stuff, like right now, like in college, I don't really care at all if I have to give a presentation, public speaking or whatever, any of that. I can all like say thanks to YouTube. That's helped me, where it doesn't faze me at all anymore, and I actually kind of enjoy it. And even like in public situations, I'd say I'm becoming, like, I used to be really introverted, and it's kind of helped me become more extroverted. So I'm grateful for that. Like, honestly, it's helped me form a better personality, I think, too. Like, not so much, I wouldn't say personality, it's just like I feel comfortable expressing my personality, if that makes sense. So grateful to you guys for sticking around, watching my videos, give me the positive feedback and everything. I don't know how we arrived at this topic. I don't really know if this was supposed to be a really competitive match versus a world-class team. Talking about my life story now. Well, not really my life story, just how I came out of my shell. Yeah, so now I'm not really like, so I kind of, I guess YouTube's helped me like come over my like insecurities and whatnot. Yeah, so it's all good. All real good. So yeah. Okay. I don't know. We're just rambling on. I told you guys that. But yeah, so my senior year was like probably the best year of high school for me, because like when I say I didn't care what people think, or I didn't really care what people thought. I don't mean that in like a bad way where I'm like, oh, blah 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 blah, I don't give a crap what you think. Like, I didn't say it like angrily. It's just kind of like I did my own thing, and if people thought it was dumb, I didn't really care. I felt comfortable enough to just be like, hey, you're not into that, it's okay. We see different ways on it. We'll just move on. Like, I didn't take things to heart, if that makes sense. So that's in a good way. You may hear the snowplow outside. It's finally plowing my parking lot for my apartment, so I can actually get out of my garage, because after I got home from the drive from my school, I literally parked in the garage, foot of snow piled up 2 feet, and there's no way I can get out of there, but it seems like they're plowing it now. But there we go. We have the match winner right there. We took it down. Honestly, like, the reason that what turned that fight around, or the game around, was that first stand on the turret where they stayed a little bit too long, and they just took all those turret shots, and then they gave us those kill bounties, and then when we got that gold mine, it was huge. So that just allowed us to get to the late game, because their early game their team comp was strictly early game snowball. Ours is strictly late game, hold out to the late game, otherwise you're screwed. So if they would have killed us there, that would have been GG. But I'm actually in hotness now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Through my rambles, whatever, sorry if you don't like that. I tend to do that a lot, but I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Wish you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more Vainglory videos. Not ready. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys later.